We are live then.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You couldn't give me any warning.
I'm sorry. Well, welcome everybody. We're back. Sin, are you excited to be here?
No.
In this perfectly normal episode?
Yeah.
Nothing bad happened last time, did it?
Not that I remember.
Exactly. Not that I remember either. Oh god, what the...
What'd you do?
It's fine. I think this might be your character.
Garying. See? Smiley face, kind of. S. O to the 1th degree. E to he hack.
Hello, Rusted Bartender. It's our first time ever playing Doki Doki Literature Club. As you can see, everything's perfectly normal. It's our first episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a normal visual novel. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she just don't care, totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used...
They didn't let you choose that name.
I know, right? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's fine.
Oh, no. Confetti accidentally clicked.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's an ordinary school day like any other. And mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together.
Okay, you're an insult.
Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. That's how I prefer it. I'm a lone wolf. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Girls don't like anime. That's just a fact.
At my school, anime club was like 65% women.
Right? I remember
like, there was more women than there were guys at anime club.
Exactly. Yeah, the anime club that got started at my library was literally all women. Oh, you want me to pet the cat? Okay. As soon as I see her, she was having a little snack by my feet earlier.
Princess Jasmine?
Yes, it was Jasmine. She was having a little snack, my little old lady, and then she wandered off. She's probably getting a drink. She's got to water her old bones. She'll be back, though. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Ooh, a fighting game club. That sounds sick as hell.
That does sound pretty cool.
Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Confetti. Oh my gosh, my good friend Monica, who I've known forever. How are you? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. The amount of LGBT in that room was surprising. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of... that actually doesn't surprise me all that much. If there's one thing we LGBT love, it is violence.
Crave it.
I'm sorry, what?
You crave it.
It is true, I do crave it. Oh my gosh, it's been a while, right? You won't get me, you demonic seductress.
Stranger danger?
Stranger danger. Don't make me get the mace. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. No, not the fighting game community, but for the school. Oh! But say, I could believe it in the fighting game community. We do know each other. Sorry, I thought I heard a cat. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in school. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Oh, it was the deep south hard red state. Oh, is that my little old lady?
Maybe.
Come here, my little old lady. I have been ordered by those in power to pet you. Come here. My little old lady. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh.
You want to say hi to all your adoring fans? No? You don't want to say hi?
She's shy.
I'm gonna put you on my lap. Even though this is a terrible idea. She's gonna like walk all over my keyboard.
That's fine.
Oh, hi, baby.
You only skip like lines of dialogue. Maybe.
Yeah. What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? I really read that off like a, can you help me find the construction paper? Like it's a...
All I can select is a giant stack of construction paper, the chalkboard, and a door.
Right? It's literally like a first grade game or something like that. That's
And, like,
right, the construction
her character
paper.
model just is like staring at the construction paper.
Or the markers? Can you help me find the markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club.
That's where all the manga's stored.
Yeah. About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Well, they weren't too pleased when I killed my opponents.
Man, didn't know Monica was such a quitter.
That's right,
Lost all
only Monica.
respect for her.
Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and why we can't kill people in the debate team and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Confetti, are you okay? I'm fine. Why do you ask?
Hi, not bug.
Why do you ask if I'm okay? Oh yeah, I have been trying some new blush. Thank you for noticing. That's so sweet of you.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
It's real subtle. It's real subtle.
Bad friend.
It's real subtle. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Oh, Jesus. Fucking jump scare.
You had like a little shiver down your spine, like that little jitter.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it was. Literature. That sounds kind of dull. How
That's
many?
just 'cause you don't know how to read yet.
Shut the fuck up. I totally know how to read Run Spot Run. Totally. Totally.
Yeah, you did learn how to read that.
Actually, do you think my progress got restarted? Like reset?
Maybe.
Oh god, I've forgotten how to read. I'm illiterate again. It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Oh, well, I can see that. But
It sounds super boring.
it does sound super boring, Monica. But it's not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps all of her manga collection in the club room. In the closet.
The other one has an AO3 account.
Oh my, wait, really? Oh yes. You should see the fan fiction. It's really funny though, am I right? She always insists that that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. She just has bad taste.
There's usually at least one word a page.
Oh my god, what if Natsuki just was like really into those 4-panel manga strips?
Yeah, just like Azumanga Dao.
Yeah, like the minimalist. Oh my god, do you think she has Lucky Star somewhere in there?
I mean, she's cool, so probably.
Probably, right. Oh, what tags do they post under? ABO, MPreg, and something called a dead dove do not eat.
Okay, so you're... I'm gonna have to ask you later what ABO means.
Oh, honey, no. we can't. Oh my god, no.
That's what I'm saying. I'll ask you later about it.
Oh,
Because I
guys,
can
you
assume
ruined
based off of the
my
other
heart.
two. I can assume by the other two. It's not something I want to talk about on stream.
I mean, I could bring it up, but I feel like Monica would be judging us.
I mean, isn't she always
Rusty bartender, no! Okay, hold on. I'm like desperately grabbing you both before you run off into the internet.
I know what the other two mean.
Okay, well thank God you know what dead dove do not eat is. But ABO is alpha, beta, omega. It's that genre.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's that genre of fan fiction that assigns those fake fucking personality types, you know, that people thought wolves had, but they don't actually have. And then like, yeah.
I feel so bad for that sign.
The butterfly effect, the ripple of that one fucking that one fucking wrong discovery of his.
Yeah.
It has gone so far. Look, ABO was
wild.
wild.
He's been like fighting this whole time. Like,
It's
no,
not
I
real.
was wrong.
I was wrong. And then you have one group over here being like, I'm an alpha male. If you're not an alpha male, you're a beta male. And then what it was, it like everybody like tried to become alphas, and then they were like, well, now we have to have sigma males. They're above alpha males.
And then next we're gonna have ligmas.
Oh my god. If somehow we make it up to omegas, I'm gonna fucking die. But, and then like on the other side of the scale, we have like really horny fan fiction writers and also novel writers now. There's like a whole actual, there's a whole niche genre of actual published books that focus on ABO.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Monica is an ABO connoisseur. Oh god. Now I feel very unsafe. Oh god. A member's a member, right?
Wait, I just know something completely side tangent.
Oh.
Monica's jacket, the buttons are all the way down at the bottom.
Oh yeah, how
There's
is
no
her
buttons
jacket?
at the top.
How is that staying closed? Huh. Did Monica say she? A female manga reader? That can't be. Hey, Confetti.
Impossible.
That's impossible. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. I don't know what I was going for there. I'm sorry for everybody who I just subjected to that voice. Please.
ooh, woo.
Ooh. Have you ever seen those books meant for lusty, single, middle-aged women who don't want to overtly read smut? Those novels are the modern equivalent?
Yeah, that's what my mom reads all the time.
Oh, you mean like bodice rippers?
The like books you get at a grocery store that has Fabio on the cover.
Oh, like, okay, so
Where it's like, this isn't smut. It has a plot.
I mean, why not both? How could I ever refuse someone like Monica? I can't. She won't let me. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Oh, awesome. You're really sweet, Confetti, you know that? You go off on tangents a lot, but you're really sweet. Oh, shucks, it's nothing.
She said it in a bless your heart kind of way.
She did.
You're really sweet, you know that?
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
I still imagine you're more important. Is the bless your heart kind of way.
Oh my god. You're more important. And that's
we
just...
need to take care of you.
Oh, poor baby. And she like pats the back of my hand. I just want
like pizza?
I would love Can I have pizza with extra sausage?
No.
Oh.
We only have regular sausage.
Okay. I'm sorry, Naomi. I tried. How did we get here?
Well, for Naomi, we can still steal the sausage from your slice, Confetti,
I'm only
and put it on Naomi.
You know what? I'll make that sacrifice for Naomi. I'll do it.
We'll let you keep one sausage piece, Confetti.
Okay.
So you still have a sausage pizza.
Oh, yay! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica. Ooh, and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly followed Monica across the school and upstairs. I don't want to go. A girl. We were so excited before. We were like, yeah, oh, of course, Monica, whatever you want. Then we're all, I don't want to go. I want to go home and play video games.
That's more thinking, Nightbug. That's probably cheaper.
I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. Jesus. Fucking hell, Yuri. It's too early for that. A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Oh, no. I just realized. We're slowly losing all of your voice acting.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
shit.
great. I get to be this one character. You have to read everything else.
Oh, shit. No. Shit. Oh.
Look, well, do you want to go down Yuri's path and have to read everything? Or do you want to go down Natsuki's path again?
Oh my god. Yes, I'm gonna go down. Oh, fuck.
Way to kill the atmosphere.
I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. What do I do? Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Confetti.
Was it mean? I was honest.
All words escape me. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Gorsh.
Oh, wooga.
Hello, nurse.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
Boyfriend? Nani? No, I'm not.
I hate Monica.
I can't stand her. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Probably because she's so fucking short, I never see her in the hall. Her small figure makes her
don't look at those beneath me.
Yeah. Or what are you, like 5'9"? You barely are there.
You even old enough to go to this school?
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
So that means if we kill Monica, Yuri gets to be president.
Oh, is that how this works? Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet you both. So I ran into Confetti in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great, you two? Say how fucking great it is.
Hey, Monica.
What?
Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new?
Natsuki, I'm sorry. Are you the vice president? Are you the president?
I'm the chief financial officer.
Oh, really? What finances are you chiefing?
The 5 quarters in my pocket.
Maybe you should go into the closet, Natsuki, with your manga, where you belong.
I would if you hadn't put it on the high shelf.
Well, why don't you take this rolling chair and just go in there? I'm sure nothing bad could happen at all.
Oh, that's a smart idea. Thanks.
She rolls off, and then the next moment we hear... Oh, well, I guess we're down to 3 members now.
Do you want to be chief financial officer, Confetti?
I don't know how to count. I also don't know how to read. Natsuki is chiefing the finances of the pizza party fund. And yet she couldn't even afford a pizza with extra sausage. She's over...
She knew you didn't deserve the sausage.
She's over here like, yeah, I'd like to get 5 large pizzas, please. And she's just got like 100 yen in her pocket.
Yeah, we were like, okay, that'll be, like, that'll be 50, 100 yen in it. And she's like, can you make it 1 pizza?
Okay, that will be 20 yen. Or what would, no.
Can you make it a half pizza?
Can you just like give me a tuna can filled with sausage?
You know what? Just send us 1 sardine.
1 sardine. Oh, sorry. I didn't forget that. I just happened to run into him. It's a Japanese romance game. She can make up for that extra yen. Hold on, it's not that kind of game.
I mean,
normally I would say
everyone was at least 18.
Oh my god, no! It's not that kind of game! Though, what if it was that kind of game?
Did you install mods?
God. And I'm not gonna answer that. Yes?
Do you want spaghetti?
Spaghetti?
You want spaghetti?
I kind of want to eat the ramen that we bought earlier.
Okay.
Do you want spaghetti?
I mean, if you want spaghetti, we got spaghetti, but if you want ramen, we got ramen.
We do have ramen.
Okay.
We got so much ramen. Goodbye! Okay, sorry.
Goodbye!
There are Vienna sausages in cans. Oh my god, you're right!
So true.
In that case, I should make some tea. We've just been having this conversation in our head. And these 3 have just been staring at us the whole time. Oh my gosh, yes, that would be great. I think he's gonna be stuck like this for at least 5 more minutes.
You read that in a much more positive tone than I did. I read it, it's like, yeah, that'd be great. Go do that.
Yeah, Yuri, go make yourself useful for once. Why don't you come sit down, Confetti? I mean, she probably is getting really fucking sick and tired of like sharing the spotlight with these other girls. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. And by that I mean Monica has sat us at this desk that she's arranged, and the other 2 are in the back of the classroom. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other, and by that I mean Natsuki's all the way across the room. Still feeling awkward, I seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club
Yeah, you
fun,
said duty.
duty, and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Oh, you could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince some people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom. Oh, don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Also, Nightbug, really quick, try the Discord command in the chat. I want to see if I got it to work. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know.
It's dollar store tea bag.
No, why are you like this? I don't know what I did wrong. Boo.
Lay boo.
I'm so sad. I went in and tried to fix that multiple times. I don't know why it didn't work. I thought it would.
Damn.
I know. I'll have to work on it tonight.
Oh, Mike did not like that one.
Oh shit. Did it cut out?
Yeah.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Tell a joke. Alright, my joke is basically me trying to get my frickin' chat commands to work, but I'll find a joke for you.
I can give you the really bad joke that came with my popsicle earlier.
Oh my god, yes, tell us the really bad joke.
Okay, how does a dentist operate on an alligator?
How?
Very carefully.
Yeah? Yeah.
Which, it annoyed me that that was the punchline, because that's the joke I make every time.
Oh man. Let's see here. So Confetti, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like a freaking meerkat.
Yeah.
Sensing like a lion or something. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Oh, hey, the pizza's here. I don't think that's pizza. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking.
Won't.
It won't.
I don't like reading.
How was that? Yeah.
Oh, no, did sound alert not work?
No. The chat Discord command didn't work. Did you guys hear the dude?
Ah, okay. I heard the dude that time.
Okay, it didn't cut out my mic. That's good. Well, if you really need my Discord, if you scroll down, it's right down there in my info. So, I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, you see. And she just pulls out her laptop with all of her fanfic on it. She traces the rim of her...
This is my Hank and Connor fanfic.
Oh.
From Detroit Become Human.
Oh my god! For actually, though, those two did have the best chemistry in that entire video game.
They're the only ones that, like, this could be an actual romance.
Honestly, the Hank and Connor, like, they're the best part of the game.
Yeah.
Like, those...
And Sumo. Don't forget about Sumo.
Sumo's, yes! Hank, Connor, and Sumo. Those are the best characters in that game. And perhaps one of the only reasons that I have ever bothered watching a playthrough of it. They're just good.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Krabs nails it well.
I love that he's Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
And
especially because all his cussing can be used for SpongeBob clips.
I also love that he's also Lex Luthor.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's Lex Luthor.
Oh, nice.
Luthor? Luther. Yeah, whatever. Yuri...
You can't correct us.
Yeah, my favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling
so she beats a Similarian.
Yeah, basically. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid that since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate...
I've been reading Baraska.
I'm sorry, we've been reading what?
Baraska.
What's Baraska?
It's a very dark horror story, like creepypasta horror story.
Baraska? I don't think I've seen that one.
I'll send you a video later.
Please do. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Oh no, it's true though. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Man, I gotta hand this girl House of Leaves and see how she likes it. Maybe she'll get through it.
Okay, side tangent.
Yeah.
So, I used to read a manga called House of Five Leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So when everyone started talking about House of Leaves, I thought they were talking about that manga. And like, it's a horror manga. I'm like, no, it wasn't. I hate horror.
Oh, why is that? Is it perhaps too complex for that smooth brain of yours?
It scares me. Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a second.
Never mind. I mean, if you like horror, then I like it, you know.
That's right. You usually prefer to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give it back.
The Cutesy Wootsy Puppy.
The puppy that barked too much.
The puppy that barked too much? Oh no. That could actually have some like really dark ties into her story. The fine. Natsuki, you write your own... I'm sorry, Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
Because you're cute as heck. And I think that's impressive.
Yeah, I'm impressive.
Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them. They're good.
Not a very confident writer, huh? I understand how Natsuki feels.
No, Nightbug barks too much. Like Bow Wow. Probably that farts too much would be a great story, though.
My God. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
So she writes bondage ripper, right?
Bodice ripper.
Yeah.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should show us some of those fan fictions of yours. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Oh no, Natsuki ain't never sharing her AO3 account.
She's got that shit on lock. No, she's still on LiveJournal. That's how deep she's hidden it. She's like, no one will ever find me here.
She has written in her will that her best friend has to just destroy the hard drive.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. 4 introverts just hanging out. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all, and I intend to honor that office. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. I think Yuri just writes the metadocs that lead to hidden cults that made this game. Oh dear. Do you agree, Confetti? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I haven't made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 3 girls stare at me with dejected eyes.
I don't think I would describe Natsuki's eyes as being dejected.
And Natsuki about to throw hands.
Yeah, she's about to kick your ass.
I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Confetti. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Confetti? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed.
Confetti, I'm so...
She was already pissed.
Yeah, she was. I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Oh, okay, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks at me once more. When you said the eyes light up, I just thought of each one's eyes lighting up like sands. Oh no. Confetti, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. So I think I would like to do Yuri's route, because Natsuki I think is a final girl, personally.
Okay.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I feel like Natsuki is our true love, and therefore we have to save her for last.
Understandable.
Because Monica, I'm sorry, if we pick her, she's definitely the next one up on the chopping block, right?
What do you mean chopping block?
Nothing at all. This is a normal visual novel. Nothing weird's going on. What route did we do first? We did Natsuki's route first. Oh shit! Speak of the devil and she fucking appears! Yuri.
Instant transmission.
Oh shit! And of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. Pardon me.
It was less the yawn and that your voice just slowly went higher and higher pitched as you yawned.
Yeah, and I guess that starts with writing a poem, and I don't know where it went, honestly. It tried to leave. It really did. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it?
I'm not.
Nothing is real. Nothing is real? Question mark?
Well, I mean, they're not sure, so, it's fine.
Alright. I feel like secretive.
That's a $4 word.
Yes. What do you think?
Extraordinary.
Oh.
Oh. Wow, I thought that was going to be too big of a word for Natsuki.
Melancholy? There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entropy.
Yep. Variance?
I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Horror.
Yeah. Alone?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Nibble. Massacre. Disaster. Pain. Depression.
Yeah. Unrequited.
Grief.
Yeah.
Infinite?
Yeah?
Yeah. Frightening.
Yeah.
Incongruent.
Effulgent.
Oh, effulgent. Oh, you're right. We always got to pick effulgent whenever we see it. Contamination and intellectual. Oh, and vivacious?
Okay, yeah, I was gonna go unstable, but vivacious, it's definitely her.
Oh, yeah. Quick, someone take it to Photoshop and crank up the brightness. Hi again, Confetti. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Not that you would have gotten far. What was that? Oh, nothing.
We know where you live.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, nothing. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, I wonder if it's because... Do you think that's because we wrote a poem specifically for her, or do you think that's just a glitch in the game?
I think she was adjusting her makeup.
Okay. Thank you for keeping your promise, Confetti. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. How did you know I'm illiterate? I could just tell. It's all over your face. You smell like you can't read.
You have gullible written all over it.
Oh wait, after you...
Sorry, I had to come in through the portal.
It looks like you were having some trouble there.
Like, he deserves any slack. He already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if he planned to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga. Oh. Interesting.
Collection in the classroom?
Right? But I don't know whose name that is.
I'm gonna go with Monica is how it finishes.
So Monica just like slammed Natsuki?
Okay. I said manga.
Oh, actually, hold on. The classroom image, was it always tilted?
I don't think so.
Okay, shit's getting weird. It's moving.
We were built on soft soil.
Okay, hold on. I want to watch it for just a second more. Oh my god, the image in the background's moving. It's been tilting this whole time.
Oh, wow.
It's still going. Jesus Christ.
Manga is literature.
I wonder if that's like a subtle way to put in a Dutch angle. Not that you really needed to be subtle at this point. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back down into her seat. I'm sorry, Confetti. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointing glance. It would be so funny if, like, you just could catch a glimpse of, like, Sayuri in the closet or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just quiet jump scare. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, let it get upside down. I don't know if it will. Like, it is still moving, but I have a feeling once it gets to a certain degree, it's going to stop. It does have a kind of dizzying effect looking at it, though. Like, it's making me very uncomfortable. Well, I can't really say no either way.
Oh, with that attitude, I'm fine.
Why is there a chair in the closet? That's because Monica keeps putting Natsuki's manga up on the top shelf for the fun of it.
Even though there's, the shelf right next to it.
Right.
That could definitely hold the manga.
You're right. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you asked. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of the club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Wow, that's actually... Sorry, I'm kind of marveling at the background and everything still. Because it's tilted to the side, it almost makes her look like she's tilted to the side, but she's not. It just has a very disorienting effect. I think it's just really cool that they did it that way.
Has a really short leg.
She's just tilting. Like the Leaning Tower of Pisa is the Leaning Tower of Yuri. I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Is it Run Spot Run? I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. Oh my god, it's Run Spot Run! It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, fuck.
Don't worry, the pages are laminated in case you spill your juice.
Thank you, Yuri. Did they rename it, or is it like they projected some lesbians kissing on the side? What? What? What are you talking about? It's Run Spot Run. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, the Tower of Yuri. That's a good question. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is...
Finally, that nerd stopped talking to me.
I can read.
Get back to reading.
Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks to be the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh.
She doesn't like being caught reading Run Spot Run.
It's fine. I was focused. Then I probably wouldn't... If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. Yuri? Yuri?
She's fine.
What's up?
She's a little tired.
She's just a little tired. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely...
Published, and it's both of her copies.
Oh my god. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Yuri, this author has the same name as you. Isn't that so cool?
And look, the About section. It looks just like you.
She's like, oh no. He's stupid. I can work with this.
Do you have a sister?
Oh, it's a real Mion Shion Sonozaki situation. I can't wait to have you watch Higurashi with me.
Okay, I was gonna say, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you'll understand when we get there, and it will be horrifying.
Yay.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous...
That's Markov.
Markov?
In his portrait.
In his portrait, exactly. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Illuminati.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility eventually gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... that might be a bit of a spoiler. I'm not gonna lie, I'd play the hell out of this horror game.
Yeah, that does sound like an interesting game.
Yeah, that sounds like an interesting game that I would have Sin sit in the back for, because he might be a little bit too afraid to play it himself.
I'm not a coward.
No.
I just don't like playing horror games.
But you've played so many
scare me.
horror games. You remember how brave you were when you played the sister game?
Look. That was fine until she started chasing me. That was
Oh,
rude.
she chases you a lot, doesn't she?
And it's rude.
It is rude. But anyway, I'm really into it. Oh, right, the meta documents that you could find in the game's files that relate to the Portrait of Markov. I know this. I see you, Rusted Bartender. It took me a minute, but those memories were hanging around in my noggin. They eventually came back to the surface. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not cutting off people's limbs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how'd I know? That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like this was going to be a nice story, but that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ah, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Confetti? I really should have tagged it properly, I suppose. It's Dead Dove do not read. I'm sorry, Dead Dove do not eat. I can't talk. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we are all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again.
Just a little.
I'm sorry. Eto bleh.
Bleh.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole I'm sorry, what was that? Could you repeat that?
You need to stop clicking accidentally.
I'm sorry. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
It's a literature club, not a listening club.
Oh, well, you got me there. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? Jesus. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me get the...
Seriously, I can't understand your accent.
That's not what I mean. Let me just get the... This isn't normal darkness, Sin. This is advanced darkness.
No.
I quickly retrieved the book that I had in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? I'm sorry, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just not something I'm very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue, Naomi. And I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I expect, like, if something were to creep into one of these corners as a jump scare, that'd be pretty cool. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry.
Just need you to turn the page.
You're so slow. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? Monica is just seething on the other side of the room right now.
What the fuck?
How many women do I have to kill? I slide my desk until it's against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, that's so cute. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before.
I just want to make a quick comment. Confetti?
Yeah?
Your thumb is like blocking so many words.
I know, right? I'm really bad at this. It's actually really kind of distracting.
Maybe I should move my thumb.
It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. Oh, what a cute face! What a cute face! You're not...
She's calling you out.
You're not... Oh, shit, she is! You're not as used to reading, right? You're a little bit illiterate, aren't you? Yeah, I am.
You're a little baby boy, aren't you?
Yes. Oh, no. Did I break the thing? There we go. I don't mind being patient if it takes a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading.
3 hours later.
3 hours later. Okay, I understand that I said I'd be patient, but, that first one was so sad. You heard that? Oh no. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey, Yuri.
Indirect thumb kisses.
Oh, indirect thumb kisses before marriage? Scandalous. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all.
But her name's Yuri.
Yeah, her name's...
She has purple hair.
And purple eyes. She likes books.
When she gets tired, one eye drifts off her face.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about, not the limb chopping. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling all right? Yeah, why? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts a hand to her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just need some water. From the closet, Natsuki's like, yeah, because you're so fucking thirsty, you hoe!
Damn, Natsuki got her.
Alright, don't push yourself.
Fucking read her like a manga panel.
Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that all about? Confetti? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not at all. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing.
Report you to the police.
Oh, wait, what? Haha, just kidding. JK, LOL. None of us know anything ever. This is true. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? No. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking.
Well, don't.
Okay. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Who you want?
I feel like we should do Natsuki, just that you can get a break from reading for a bit.
Oh, thank you, God. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Nani? Oh my God!
Confetti, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
Oh my God! What? I never saw that before! Was that in the original game?
I don't remember if it was or not.
Oh my God! Holy shit, that got me! Also, damn, my poem was so bad that it fucking made her eyes explode out of her head. What? Harsh?
What? You expect me to believe they actually put effort into this?
I did.
Do you think I'm stupid?
Yes. I'm not a writer.
Clearly.
Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right?
More like F-fart, because this stinks.
God damn it, why is she so savage this time? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
What did you just say to me?
Painful to think about, isn't it?
Fine. Oh, sorry. We'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but we're better off just trying again. You can't fuck up this bad again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid, because you're stupid and you can't process things. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. Totally you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What?
I like it.
Just be honest.
I am being honest. I like it. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because you don't watch Rick and Morty. You don't have a high IQ.
Oh my God.
Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
No.
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Or my fist. Bang!
Ah! Shit! Why? What'd I do?
It hits you hard. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. No, I guess it's Monica's turn. Hi, Confetti! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good! I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, you get a gold star! Yes, you do, champ! And she like puts one on my shirt, like, there you go! Oh my gosh, thank you, Monica! Yeah, aren't you just so great? You're our little poet of the day! That means
if
you're
you
the...
write 3 poems, you get a scratch and sniff.
Isn't that nice? Natsuki's in the background like, hold on! Where's my gold star?
I can get one.
Shut the fuck up, Natsuki. Nobody cares. Go back in the closet where you belong with your manga.
Oh man, that's rough.
It is rough. But have you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Always.
Do you read manga?
No. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aww, don't worry, Confetti. I won't make fun of you just because you're illiterate. And we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job! I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical.
Ooh, I'm getting such a headache. This is so bad.
Oh no, he's stupid. I can work with this. I'm not sure.
I can fix him.
I can fix him. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean it like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think she gets too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing and looking for some alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. We all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Bitch, what the
Without
fuck?
me?
Without me? Bitch, what? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'll always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, it's changed. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fear, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. You know, that thing that you completely disregarded when you just fucking started reading through it. Yeah, I know, Monica, I'm sorry. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. That was so what was the inspiration behind this one? Oh, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I've had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but it's kind of coming on strongly.
Poor Monica. You thought, you were like, oh, you had an epiphany? You were asking what does epiphany mean?
Oh, no. Maybe Epiphany? Who's that? Does she go to the club?
Is that a flower?
Can I eat it? Is Epiphany an instrument? Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. So if you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
TEDx.
TEDx, oh no. As Yuri reads my poems, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I just say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. They'll let anyone talk these days. Yes, they will. He's going to hate me.
Already do.
No, we don't. Don't say that. Or was that like Natsuki in the
you would say that, Confetti.
I did not, Natsuki. I see you back there in the closet, you little shit. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Practicing throwing her voice.
She's really my rival this time around, isn't she? Why is she
take you down?
It's because she wants Yuri.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, it'll be perfect.
It's a rivals to lovers subplot.
Oh, wait, am I the rival to lover?
No. Natsuki and Yuri are rivals.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. And she's like, it'll be perfect. It's already in her name. It's destiny. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yeah, where the cops gonna pin on me?
What are they gonna pin on you, Yuri? Nothing.
There's no evidence.
Exactly. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's like a huge compliment from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at the poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most...
You still have the little bit of information that's like, oh, ChatGPT will help you with that.
Oh,
Here's what you asked for.
Oh my god. I was thinking like maybe that was kind of referencing that we've already been writing poems in the first loop. And somehow that kind of...
use ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their styles very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they fit the two together. The end result is that both style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Fuck you, bitch! Bias. She like fucking throws a desk at her. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, but you so want to talk about her like that. Look at that look on your face.
Talking about someone so little and pathetic like Natsuki like that.
Oh my god. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long... Now that you mention it. But you took such a long time to read. I'm partially illiterate. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Okay. I'm good. I've exorcised the demon. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Think she's calling us a little dumb, Sin.
Either that or she knows you have IBS.
Oh, well. I am a cornucopia of issues. This is true. Illiterate, IBS, something else that starts with I.
Ignoramus.
Ignoramus, there we go. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Confetti. Really?
You fell for my trap.
Oh, shit! I must have totally missed the point then. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Well, it's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Confetti. Me too.
You're like pointing at the semicolon, like, what is this? It's like a period and a comma. What's going on here?
You, what's up with that? Phew. I guess that's everyone. Oh no. The recorder's off.
They skip band practice, and it shows.
I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Fuck. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing habits. That is not what they're doing. They're being very nice. Even if they're just being...
No, they were brutal.
Oh man. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki.
Death note.
Oh shit! They gingerly exchange sheets of paper and share their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
This language.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, did you say something? I couldn't quite hear you all the way down there.
I will burn this planet down.
This is in Japanese. I don't read this.
Natsuki, we are Japanese. We live in Japan.
What? No.
Yes? What do
This
you
is America. Eat your donut, Apollo.
God damn it. Imagining like her saying like this is America and she's just got like a American flag.
Bandit Keith headband.
Yes, and like an American flag shirt on. She pulls out like a revolver and a cheeseburger. She's like, this is America, baby. Oh, Natsuki. I love jelly donuts. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute?
Hmm.
Do you just completely miss a symbolism or something? Are you fucking dumb? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. That's not cute. How can that be cute?
I know what it means. I clearly have more than 2 brain cells. I just meant the language, I guess. It's simple. It suits you. And I was also just trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. But it really didn't come out nice at all. Like your face.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions if you're open for them.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have gone a suggestion box, okay? I've asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Confetti did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own.
Monica has to like everybody, and Confetti is basically the golden retriever of this group. And by that I mean very stupid, but also very lovable.
Look, all I know is you ain't got no alibi. You ugly. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Confetti liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
What? That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Confetti appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
If by advice you mean your breastfully booblies?
You leave my breastly booblies out of this.
Are you that full of yourself?
Yes, and so is my bodice, unlike yours. I mean, no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy and shallow, like you.
Ooh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Confetti started showing up.
How dare you? They were always this big. They're natural.
Natsuki, it's called a growth spurt.
Yes, it is called
When you're older.
When you're older. I'm 19! What do you mean when I'm older? You clearly just haven't been drinking your milk. Girls and Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. They fucking like throw her out the window.
Fuck out of here.
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. Oh my god! You act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, wanna be edgy bitch.
Edgy? Bitch! I'm sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Maybe you should go back to elementary school where you belong.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you wanted to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality by just dressing and acting cute?
Yes.
The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Oh man, she was about to bust in a Lincoln Park. Well, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself, you pink-haired harlot? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Confetti hear everything you really think. I'm sure it'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Confetti, she's just trying to make me look bad.
Don't have to. She started it.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, we did go the Yuri route this time. Which
We did.
We did.
Look, if Matsuki doesn't like you, I'm not picking her.
Okay. Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Monica.
Hi, Monica. Boop.
Monica, they're acting a little weird.
Hey, Confetti. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay?